Alright, time for some lore, boys and girls. Gather around the fire, grab a tankard of alcohol, and strap on your beards because today we delve into the magical book series by the German author Markus Heitz, creatively titled The Dwarves, in search of that dank sweet lore. Are you ready? Here we go. About 50 bajillion years ago, a bunch of gods were sitting around when they got jealous of all the other cool fantasy universes that other gods had built, and decided to make their own. And so, the magical land of Girdlegard was born. In this land, there's a bunch of lame human kingdoms, an elf kingdom, and 6 magical kingdoms ruled by some wizard assholes. But all these lame-o kingdoms can wait, because the most important and coolest of all the kingdoms are the 5 dwarven kingdoms. You see, when the gods made Girdlegard, they put a huge fucking wall of mountains around it to keep all the good stuff in and the bad stuff out. The problem is, they missed a few spots. 5 spots, to be precise. Rather than fill in all the gaps, the gods just decided, fuck it, and made 5 dwarven tribes and plopped one down in each of the gaps. They said to the dwarves, "Hey, build a big-ass fortress here, and keep the bad shit out there. If some assholes try to get in, fuck them up." After this, the gods sprinkled some humans and elves around Girdlegard and decided that their job was done and fucked off for eternity, confident that nothing would ever go wrong with their perfect world. And for 5,199 years, the dwarves sat around in their mountain fortresses, dunking on orcs and any other kind of monsters stupid enough to mess with them. Because for some reason, the monsters can never figure out that banging your head repeatedly against a big stone wall guarded by angry, stubborn midgets isn't gonna leave you with much to show for it other than a bloody nose and a headache. Also, maybe a dwarven axe up the ass. But that empty-headed determination eventually paid off one day when a perfect shitstorm of bad luck hit one of the dwarven kingdoms. First, a demon from the Outer Lands, the Outer Lands being the lands outside of Girdlegard, another very creative name, poisoned the dwarves, killing a bunch of them. Then, a huge fuck-off army of orcs, barbarians, ogres, giants, and edgy gothic elves called Alfar showed up and said, "Hey, let us in, you little shits," and attacked the fortress. Then, to add on to this already monumental pile of shit,
that is one big pile of shit,
the aforementioned demon resurrected the dead bodies of fallen dwarves to open the gates to the fortress, and so the fortress fell to the invaders. This, understandably, left the rest of Girdlegard in a bit of an awkward position, as all kinds of evil bullshit streamed into the land from the now undefended mountain fortress. Fast forward 1,035 years... The dark, edgy Alfar have set up shop and made their own kingdom in the north. They also murdered most of the regular elves. The orcs have set up shop in the south and are busy murdering humans, and some trolls have set up shop in the east and are murdering some other humans. Meanwhile, the demon from before is constantly extending its influence and corrupting the land, turning dead people into zombie slaves. The only thing holding the demon back is the power of those wizard kingdoms from before. This is the state in which we find Girdlegard at the beginning of the first book. As long as we leave out the prequel books, which I will get to. Eventually. But that's a story for another time. Or rather, another video. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of lore, and I hope you join me next time when we cover the events of the first book.